Then they're building like a park allegedly on one of the major highways, like downtown where we prophesied at. Like if you look in the backdrop, like behind a tree, that's literally the highway. All that noise and confusion you hear when we out there, that's literally the expressway. They're talking about building like a dome in a park over the goddamn highway. And let alone they just built a soccer stadium pretty much like, I want to say, not even a mile down, like the next exit, right where these nice plush luxury living homes are at, man. So rent is going up. They're bottlenecking everything, man. Okay, so this city is getting ready to fall into darkness, man, and this city is gonna be burned down. I can see it because I mean, like the guy said, you paying over $2,000 a month for rent. That's just fucking ridiculous, man. For 600 square feet, you couldn't pay me to do that. Like this is not downtown Manhattan. This is not downtown LA. This is not downtown Chicago. Okay, at least in those cities, you have a beachfront or you have a lakefront or an ocean view. Here, you just got a dirty ass river, man. But basically, you paying for the area inconvenience. Fuck that. But it says it's no secret rental rates have skyrocketed nationally and here at home. New findings reveal that Metro has seen the most significant yearly increase across the nation, and they're doing that because they really want to push Jake out. Okay, Esau is reclaiming this city, and they want you niggas out of here. And it says new findings reveal that the Metro has seen most significant yearly increase across the nation. But according to the research from Rent.com, Kansas City has jumped 16.17% in just a year for monthly rental costs. And that's funny as hell because when I was looking at some lofts last year, they was going for about 800, you know what I'm saying? A little bit cheaper, a little bit more, you know, with the highest being 1100. But the same one I got approved for, which is damn near like 900 a month, that same one is like $1,200 within 4 months. So they're definitely doing some price gouging. Okay. It says, to get inside on this spike, we talked to Stacy Curtis, who has been a real estate agent for 17 years. She says she's never seen anything like this, not even since the housing market crashed in 2008, right? Because like I said, it was pretty cheap to live here in Kansas City. Like a nice luxury apartment back in 2016, 2017 will run you probably like $800 a month for updated shit. No cap. A good loft run you about $650. Now you can forget about it unless you want some type of subsidized leasing. Okay, one apartment that my chick I was dealing with for some years, when I was dealing with her, man, she moved into one apartment, man, and this motherfucker apartment had to be about 1,025 square feet, a big, nice ass apartment. You know what I'm saying? Decent apartment, right? But in her rent, well, I think she was paying like 700 some bucks for that apartment. I mean, you got as much space as you need for the average person. You know what I'm saying? And that was way more enough space for a little girl and her mother, man. You know, but that same unit has jumped up to over $1,100 a month, and this was just back in 2017. You see, so Esau is definitely marking shit up, man. But it says she blames the spike on a lack of inventory and skyrocketing construction costs because they're building too much. It says in her case, she's also seen lots of people buy homes and turn them into rentals, cashing in on these high rates because that's the deal. You buy you some property, buy two properties, and then rent one out and live in the other. And you could charge as much as you want. But it says if you've been impacted by the rental raise and you're looking to buy, here's the best advice. Okay, and she's giving you like a bunch of psychobabble nonsense because even if you do get the best rates, you're still going to pay some money, man. Okay, so Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is getting ready to put hell on this place, man. All right, so this is the book of James 2, and I'm going to start at verses 5. It says, hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world rich in faith and heirs of the kingdom which he have promised to them that love him. Okay, and who's the poor of the world? The Israelites. Okay, we're the ones that's catching the most hell in this place. You see, we're the ones that's being ostracized and casted out. And in many ways, you can't really blame Esau for wanting Jake out because Jake don't do nothing but bring down the property value anyway. You know, you go to a nice neighborhood, it just take one Keisha and one Keisha alone to bring the whole goddamn hood back with her. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas live out south KC, Grandview, you know what I'm saying, Raytown, which was basically Edomite areas. But Jake went out there and just totally just devoured it and just broke it all down. Now Esau is moving back towards the city because they don't want to deal with Jake. But then you got Jake's that's trying to move up north now and fuck up this place, because a lot of times Jake come up here to steal cars. They come up here to rob houses and to do all types of wickedness and go back to the south side until they start to move up here. And that's what's happening. Because now when you go to the store, you see a lot more Jakes in this. Like I moved to the far north side of KC. I don't live out south no more or over east. I'm like, nah, I can't deal with this shit. I gotta go somewhere that's quiet. Pretty decent neighborhood. Neighbors are cool. You know what I'm saying? Not so many nuisances outside of a dog downstairs. But other than that, man, it's pretty quiet. But now you're seeing more homeless Edomites up here. You're seeing more niggas out here selling nothing. And sooner than later, this is gonna be a cesspool up here. Okay, because the niggas like to migrate, man. But it says here, but ye have despised the poor, but do not the rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats, man? Okay, because, hey, be late on your rent, man. Okay, 3 days later, they're going to say, look, if you don't pay our rent, you got to evacuate the premises. And they be quick to get a lawyer on you, man. Okay, so that's the whole point. This place is based on usury. All right. So, next precept. This is the book of Sirach 4, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, my son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long. Okay, and we totally being defrauded. Because every year they go up on rent, whether it's $25, $50, $10, they're going to constantly go up on rent. You see, and I got another video that I want to show you, brothers, of these two stupid, these two biscuit head hoes. The landlord raised up the rent to like $9,000 on these stupid asses, man. And that's what them dumb bitches get, man, because on the flip side, you fucking women got it too goddamn good, man. And you realizing that the squeeze is getting ready to come upon you. You know, so call lawyer, how about you, man? I was side for that. You know, because a woman ain't got to do nothing but sell a couple of foot videos and show some ass and talk shit and fuck a bunch of dudes, and she can live scot-free. Versus men, it's hard for us to live because it's hard for us to get loans from homes. It's hard for us to you know, fucking get decent apartments. Like, they want you to be top tier A1 credit. You know, especially if you're a so-called black man. If you're a so-called black man, you got to have your shit together, man. You know, like I said, I was getting ready to move into a badass loft. I got approved for and everything. But I feel like in every aspect, they tried to stop me from getting that unit, because at first they was like, well, we don't have any history of your credit report. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I got a whole credit card. Like, I pay all my bills on time. I got a perfect rental history. Everything is reported to the credit bureau. Like, I know y'all see this shit. You know what I'm saying? But then they was like, well, we got to charge you an extra deposit. I'm like, fine, fuck it, I'll pay it. Then they was like, oh, okay, he can pay it. You know what I'm saying? You would have got an extra X amount of dollars out of me. Cool beans, right? You think that would have been good enough. So when I decided to pay the deposit, then all of a sudden, like a week later, then all of a sudden they come back and say, well, we can't really give you the unit. We had it reserved for you, because I reserved the unit like 2 whole months before my lease was even up. You know what I'm saying? And basically the lady came back and told me, she said, well, we will give it to you, but you qualified you're overly qualified. I'm like, what kind of fucking Mickey Mouse nonsense is this? You know, but like I said, you know, they put Jake through the ringer. And this was a badass loft, man. I'm kind of salty I didn't get it, but it's all good because, you know, this world is not ours anyway. You know what I'm saying? We're not of this world, so we not to fret over things like that. You know, because we got a greater kingdom coming than this shithole. All right, but it says, make not the hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress, and add not more trouble to a heart that is vexed, and defer not to give him that is in need. And Esau is big for that. Okay, like Esau will make you wait on your paycheck 3 weeks, man. Okay, he'll owe you money and he won't even pay you, but yet be behind in your light bill or be behind in child support. They coming to take your money and your property. Show you the hypocrisy of this devil. It says, reject not the supplication of the afflicted, neither turn away thy face from a poor man, and turn not away thy eye from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. For if he curse thee in the bitterness of his soul, his prayer should be heard of him that made him, man. Okay, so, hey, we're cursed in his kingdom, bro. Period. But this is a beautiful thing, because this shows you that Babylon the Great is on his way up out of here, man. Okay, and you women, ain't gotta put you in this. You know, you don't get a pass. Okay, because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Mother City, Metropolis, It's breaking down. And it ain't too much more you can do. Ain't too many more foot pits you gonna be able to sell to get niggas to trick on you, man, to pay your goddamn $9,000 a month rent. It ain't gonna happen, Jack. All right, so I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna go into this precept and that'll be it. So bear with me, brothers.
Landlord increased our rent by $7,000 per month.
Sisters Yumna and Khadija Farouk have lived in a midtown Toronto building for the past 3 years. Their rent was $2,500 per month. The landlord raised the rent to $3,500 a month.
And I wonder how they make that month, that rent a month. You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't tell these hoes shit. They probably proud as hell, got corporate jobs, and they probably sell OnlyFans content. So you couldn't tell them shit. They go to a bar, you know what I'm saying, on game night. You try to talk to one of them devils, man, they'll look at you like you crazy. But yet, they ain't got stable jobs.
And when they had concerns and wanted to change their lease, the landlord raised the rent again to $9,500 per month.
We know like our building is not rent controlled, so this was always something we were worried about, that if something were to happen, that this could be like an issue. And of course we can't pay $9,500 per month.
There's no way he can really be serious about giving us this notice. Like, we were just very shocked.
The rent increase guideline for this year and next year is 2.5%, but the guideline does not apply to buildings built after November 15th, 2018. Landlords with newer buildings can raise the rent by as much as they want.
This is egregious, horrible, and unfortunately, thanks to the current government, legal.
Tenant advocate Jordy Dent says without rent controls, rents in some buildings are being hiked to astronomical levels.
The simplest solution is to bring back rent control on all units.
At Queen's Park, both the NDP and Liberal parties are calling on the Ontario government to bring back rent controls.
To make rent more affordable and really help renters get by, Ontario needs to bring in strong rent control again. We had strong rent control in the 90s, and it is time to return it.
We do have to have some form of rent control on all rental properties.
The Farouk sisters now have to move out and find another place to stay, and they worry they'll also have to pay more for rent.
The rental market is just so crazy right now, and the prices they've gone up, right? And so everything's just a big question mark.
Basically, you want y'all to get the fuck out. So, hey, the Perusas or whatever y'all damn names are, hey, y'all getting ready to resort to selling that box, baby. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Because, hey, this shit is getting ready to go down. All right, Esau Edom is not playing. The Most High is not playing games. He's getting ready to crash course this goddamn place, man. And for good this time. All right. I'm going to read this precept and I'm going to end it after that. Because there's several other scriptures we can go into. But the point is being made, man. People getting ready to go batshit crazy once they lose their food and their shelter and their jobs. That's gonna send the people over edge. And once their bank accounts gets confiscated by this government, when they switch over to this digital system, that's gonna be murder she wrote. Mark those words. But this is the book of Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, and give ear into my speech. Okay, careless, because you women, you live too goddamn high off the hog, man. Okay, you live too goddamn comfortably here in America, man, with no repercussions behind it. Okay, you was able to rip men off, put them on child support, play the whore. But now you're getting ready to be thrown headfirst out into the streets to fend for yourself. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women. For the vengeance shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. And the vengeance is failing through your programs, through your child support, through your alimony, through your jobs, man. And as you've seen, these two ladies are paying $10,000 a month for rent. That's fucking ridiculous. People ain't even paying that a month for a house note, bro. All right. And it says, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled ye careless ones, and strip you and make you bare. And gird sackcloth upon your loins, man. Okay. Humble down. Because like I said, they getting ready to put the squeeze on everybody, including us. Okay, I'm not going to be able to stay in this apartment for too much longer, man. As the months and years go, Lord's will, a month and a year goes by. Because I pray that we up out of here next year. But we ain't going to be able to stay in these apartments, man. We going to have to literally fucking hit the road in a minute. And we going to have to leave all this shit behind. Because once they start charging $2,000-$3,000 a month for a fucking 400 square foot apartment in Kansas City, where the hell is you gonna move to? You ain't gonna be able to take nothing with you, and you selling your goods. Ain't nobody gonna buy it because they ain't got no money. So basically, there's gonna be occupants for the roaches and the rats and the wild vermin and the martial law troops when they go door to door. You know, and then once all hell break loose, people just gonna stop paying rent altogether, and they just gonna stay in the homes, and they're gonna run landlords off, and they gonna do shit, and they gonna continue to occupy their homes. But you know, once the power get cut, I mean, that's it. You know, but anyway, this is just a quick lesson. Giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim and Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Shalom.